Ready for the mosh pit, shaka bra.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to StrangeCast Play One vs. World Life is Strange Fan Podcast. This is episode 129, Side B. I'm one of your co-hosts, Adnan. Riaz, my co-host. Adam Evalt is here. Adam, you are here.
I am here. I am ready to talk anything other than reunion.
We are talking about reunion. Do not worry, it's going to come in this in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, so thank you for joining us. It depends on when that timescale comes out. That first part will probably be out much earlier than this part. I'm just going to try and get out as soon as, because I probably imagine people want to listen to it. I don't know why anyone will want to listen to our opinions, but as you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got that out. So this is the second part. It's not going to be as heavy, but it's got a couple of things I felt like it was worth splitting into second part as well, because there's got some fun topics in here. Well, some fun topics. Anyway, before we start, if you are new here, please do consider dropping subscribe on the channel, turn notifications, like the video, and share with your friends. And also, as well, StrangeCast is available on all podcast services. Check us out on Spotify with the video version, Apple Podcasts. We have over 340 followers on Spotify, over 50 ratings. So if you can help support us on there, it's great. It boosts our visibility and you get instant access to your episodes as soon as they become available. We're almost at 2,200 subscribers. So if you subscribe, it helps support us on there. We are on Patreon, so you can support us on Patreon. There will be incentives coming. There's one coming very soon. Again, reminding the Patreon users, it will be there soon. It might even be up before this part. Let's just see how it goes, but it is in the works. And we'll be adding another incentive for the next podcast, which you can see as well. It'll just be a little thing that we can try and give back to the Patreon users. We're on social media as well, so follow us on that as well. It is very helpful. Adam, into our topic. Should we go into our first piece?
Oh, yeah, let's do this. I mean, wait, no, never mind. It's a sad one.
Yes, as we are always the bearer of bad news as well, which is unfortunate, but it is with what happens with Life is Strange nowadays. So as we can go over here, we're going to a series of news pieces, which are just here to kind of wrap up. Adam, layoffs have continued at Deck 9. So this is David Kosta, a senior graphics and UI artist on Life is Strange Double Exposure, has become the latest developer to be laid off. That was me on the 7th of January posting that. He'd been at Deck 9 since 2016 when the studio was known as Idle Minds. So 9+ years he was at Deck 9 before he got laid off. And then also a big one, actually. Jessica Valdez has left Deck 9 as well. She was a key producer on the Telltale series of The Expanse. A designer on Life is Strange Double Exposure has left the Colorado-based studio. She was there from 2022 to January 2026. She confirmed her exit this month. And also as well, another one which comes in here, which is Nicole Duer, an animator from on Life is Strange Double Exposure, has left Deck 9 as well in November 2025. Was at Deck 9 from 2022 to 2025, initially a junior animator to animator. And as you can see here, just a quick update, there is the list, which, in all honesty, in a joking way, but then also very, very serious way as well, like I'm running out of characters in those tweets to put those all together. So as you can see, they're starting to mash together, which is like tragic for me to even do that. But as you can see there, 2026, Jess Valdez and David Kosta are the two latest people to leave among all the other layoffs and people exiting. And as you can see in 2025, we kept you up to date with that. Look at that, Adam, though, from July to December. It's like scary just seeing all those people leave. Like,
which, again, we talk about, like, I feel like if Deck 9 hasn't shut down at this point, they are just trying to very, very much actively restructure the studio to be, this might be like Frost's studio now. Because Frost is like one of the only like big notable names that we haven't seen yet. We've seen a lot of like notable names, but Frost has not come up. And I'm glad that he still has a job. Like a friend of the show. Thank you, Stephen Frost. But like it might be just a really a big restructuring of the company. Because again, I said this before, if they were going to shut down Deck 9, they would have done it at this point, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you got a point about that. I think
the
likelihood is that the studio ends up as a skeleton crew, and then it goes into like, it'll probably be like Telltale. Like, do you remember, like, do you know what? I watched a big documentary on Telltale a couple of days ago, like a YouTuber. My word, I forgot how much is it Kevin Bruner, who's the CEO of Telltale previously?
I can't remember.
Whoever it was, the guy who was the CEO was like, my God, I forgot, because they'd scaled up to about 150 plus people when at the height. And all the things that happened with Telltale's, it's quite extensive, the reason why they fell apart as they did. But like, you know, to think about where Telltale's at now, it's like a small entity with it. Same with Deck 9, it could probably live life maybe if it kept its Frost in place and tried to make other kind of games. But man,
Yeah.
it's like another heartbreak, isn't it? For like a studio that was like it's the height of like power and stuff to come down. Like Donut's feeling that at the
Yeah.
minute. Donut had 350 employees. It's down below 300 now. It's like
Yeah.
290 or something. And it's like it wouldn't surprise me if Donut loses more at the rate it's going out with things. It's like the climate is awful for developers. But Deck Nine, man, like again, like look at it. Like the scary part there is that Zach Andrews and Jonathan Zimmerman have gone in the same month, man. Like that's crazy for me. And then even like Webb going in July, and then Arias Doubtman leaving in August. I'm like, what the hell is happening there? Like that's crazy for them to do something like that. But again, like
that's what I mean.
even
I
if you
think
put
this is a massive restructure of the studio, like so that it doesn't shut down. So they can create jobs. Like it's very, very unfortunate. Like we're seeing a lot of companies do this right now because they thought it was just going to be infinite growth from 2020 when everybody was inside, and it's just like, well, we were going to get back to normal at some point. I mean, like life went on after the Black Plague in the medieval times. Like we still recovered after that, and things not only got back to normal, but they just like prospered in another not retail, what I mean, retail in the Middle Ages. But what I'm trying to say is that like history repeats itself. A plague comes in, it doesn't destroy the world that we think it's going to be. Things go back to normal, but because these CEOs like, oh, infinite growth, things happen like this, where it's just a restructure.
Yeah, do you know what? You make a really good point because I think like when I got into my investing journey as well, like people get really scared when you invest as well, like your money, because it can go up and down. Obviously, that's the thing, and sometimes you might lose everything depending on what you invest in. But like one of the best advice that I ever heard as well as in YouTube videos, like if you're ever worrying about the stock market going to zero, we have a bigger problem in the world because it's probably like a world war or something else has erupted. It's like your money's not important at that point. It's always going to go through cycles, and you have to like be able to, brace yourself through the storm. What you said about the COVID, post-COVID gaming era as well, what they tried to do on the pre and middle of the COVID era. They did, again, it was like companies like trying to think that there's some big behemoths. It's like, no, you have to scale within a right jurisdiction, tap into an environment for either the short term and make sure you're prepared to weather the storm that happens. Because for Microsoft can lay off 10,000 people. It doesn't really matter. It's a almost $4 trillion company. Most people like for that studio, it's not going to get hurt by debt. It makes money like nonstop. Same with Google. Google could hire 3,000 people tomorrow. It lays them off a week later. Is it going to make anything of a difference on Google's books? No. It has two of the biggest search engines of the world, Google.com and YouTube.com. They burn money. I think it was the last quarter they made 100 billion before taxes and stuff. It's bonkers that as a revenue return. So it's like those companies can weather the storm. Same with Netflix, same with other companies. They are called the Magnificent Seven for a reason, like those bigger companies. I don't know why Tesla's in there. Should never be in there, but anyway.
Look at what companies prospered the most in 2020. That people like good. Walmart prospered in 2020. Target prospered in 2020. These are companies that can weather the storm, but like what shut down? Small mom and pop shops. People that were investing lightly. Like these people that can't.
Do you know what? A big one as well, and this was one where it grew massively, but then fell massively down. Zoom stock value went through the roof because everyone was like, "Oh, this is going to be the future." It replaced Skype. It was the go-to things even more than time. Now it's here.
Now it's right now.
Like people still use it.
Yeah, but no, that's what I mean. Though it's just like these big companies just want infinite growth, and once they see growth, they think it's forever. And I'm like, it's not. Things are going to go back to normal. It's going to go right back down. In the same way that like again, we're just seeing it with the game industry. That's why you're seeing these mass layoffs because they thought 2020 were like, well, we can hire all these people because we're just going to grow. I'm seeing with Revive Skateboards right now. Revive, led by Andy Schrock, like he's making videos like we're going to have to make decisions. We have to close down more. I'm like, because he thought that because people were buying skateboards in 2020, they're going to continue buying skateboards from Revive. Not really. Like people are going to go back to work. They're not going to stick with skating, or they're going to go so heavily invested in the skate culture that they find brands like Creature and Zero and Antihero, and they're going to buy skateboards from them. You can't invest your whole timeline to just be that. Everything goes. Yeah, it's just it is what it is. Do
you know?
I was
on your example there. One of the biggest examples in history is the Apple Macintosh. When Steve Jobs got laid off, they almost run Apple bankrupt trying to reproduce the Macintosh line. They even brought out the Newton, which was really famous from that. And they bought Steve Jobs, like, I think it was like Apple's in 1 billion in debt at that time, which was fucking massive for Apple at that time. You know, now it's almost a $4 trillion company, but they were on the verge of bankruptcy because they did what basically Adams just said. It's like they put all the stock value in one company, one product. It was like other things were innovating, things were changing, cycles change. Look at games as well, like they change. Pokemon's had to evolve. Pokemon, what's the new Pokemon version now at the minute that we have?
Oh, I think Scarlet and Violet is still the newest
Scarlet
one.
and Violet, last one. So like even when you compare
Yeah, well,
Scarlet
like
Violet
the latest one is
Yeah.
Zeta A.
Arceus? ZA, yeah. So ZA, compare that to the Pokemon Red and look how far it's come. It's still quite limited in terms of the range, but it's still they evolved the evolutions, which was even mad as well because they had to keep it relevant in the time conscious of like, you know, people playing games.
I'm curious. Did you see Sean Layden's dumb remarks recently?
Why did Sean Layden? I swear Sean Layden comes in this podcast every other week. What is he saying now?
You know how I told you that, like, dude, you make so much money, shut your mouth. Sean Layden is the biggest example. Dude, shut up. He said that, like, well, for us to continue to grow, because we're staying at a 250 million unit sales, all gamers should just come together. Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox make one console. And then it is the dumbest thing Sean Layden has ever said because he wants infinite growth. And so it's like, oh, because we divide between the 3 consoles, it should just be one console. I'm like, are you stupid?
Yeah, but you have to remember he ended up at Tencent at one point. I don't know if he's still there or not.
No, I think he still is. I think he's still a board member at Tencent. No, that's what I mean. He just wants infinite growth. And because he can't get infinite growth, because there's competition, he wants a monopoly. But the whole reason that we're trying to be anti-monopoly is for crap like that we don't have choice or competition. Therefore, we can get better games. But because we're not having competition, it's just dumb.
No, I agree. You can't let monopoly be existing.
It's dumb from a businessman perspective. Like, dude, this is not consumer friendly, and you're dumb.
No.
It's like, Sean, just are you going to get back into the game? We have a spot open. We have a spot open here in PlayStation. You want to come back, baby? You want to have your little spot in the spotlight?
Yeah, I mean, it would kill probably Sony's brand and other things. It'd probably be more detrimental to them in every way, shape, or form. Like Sony and Nintendo have everything to lose on this situation.
It only benefits shareholders for what he said. Yeah, like it only benefits shareholders. It doesn't benefit us. Same thing with like going back to like our original story here. Same thing in this. The only benefit for these layoffs is for shareholders. It doesn't benefit David Kosta. It doesn't benefit Jessica Valdez. It does not benefit Nicole Duer.
Duer. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. It doesn't affect any of these people. Well, it does. It affects them negatively. What affects positively is the shareholders. What affects positively is Deck9's CEO, who just has like their stakes in their things and they don't really play video games, you know. It only affects Square Enix. Like what we're talking about when we're talking about these layoffs and all this 2020 stuff. Even Revive. Like, I know Andy Schrock is like he's probably a good person in real life. I would shake his hand. I would skate with him, of course. But like at the same time, like he's got to look out for him and his family. And so he makes decisions, lays people off because, hey, I've got, what does he have now? 3 kids and a nice house and, you know, things to take care of. He's got to look out for number 1, which is him. And it affects everybody around him. So in the same way that like these layoffs happen, they thought 2020 was like, oh, this is the future. They've never I don't really consider myself a history buff. I enjoy history and I see patterns, right? Like, but to call myself a history buff, like I don't think I'm a history buff, but I see the patterns. Nothing new is under the sun. This has happened before. Plagues happen. They are detrimental to humanity. But guess what happens? Humanity exists. Life moves on. We go back to normal, if not even better after that. That's why as tragic as these current affairs are happening right now in the news, I'm not going to go any further than that. As tragic as it is, 2026 votes are going to happen. 2028, even bigger votes are going to happen. The next FDR is going to come in. I'm just saying, like, history repeats itself. History massively repeats itself. But business people just focus on money. They don't focus on history or patterns. Well, they focus on patterns from the last 5 years. They don't
I
focus
know
on
why you
patterns.
focus on patterns.
Or what patterns? Talking about autism?
Yeah, I know why you focus on patterns. I wonder why I keep saying patterns. I know why you focus on patterns.
Because autism. Like, that's the thing. It's just like, I, it's the patterns of human existence. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, it is the patterns of like who we are as people, and like that's just human beings are they're very predictable. Like,
they are.
as loony as I am, I'm super predictable. And
Yeah,
I as a human being, I'm pretty predictable. You know
of
what I
course we
mean?
are. We're
Yeah,
trained like that. It's like, you know, if we put like, I don't know, Kevin Lackner in a room and it's like a big red button. It says "Do not push the button." What's he going to be thinking? He's like, "I'm going to
Kevin
push the
Lackner
button."
is like, well, I don't know. Is this going to kill Adam? I better press the button now. Kevin Lackner would. But no, like that's the thing. It's just like it's the same thing with the marshmallow test. They put
Yeah.
kids in the room with a marshmallow, like don't eat the marshmallow or don't eat the marshmallow, and the kids will eat the marshmallow.
But it's happened. Do you want one of the best part? I remember it's so great in my memory. Dexter's Laboratory. There's one with Dee Dee and the character Dee Dee, the girl, and she's like, "Do not push the button," and she's like, "Do." It's true, man. It's human nature. We are like programmed to do things. Same with this. It's a cycle. You're right. Patterns happen. The stock market crashes. Oh my god, everything's happening. Goes back up. Da, da, da. It's cyclical. Everything's in cycles. So it's the same with this as well. Like the layoffs. It's like layoff. Eventually, if it ends in collapse, it ends in collapse. A new entity is born or something. Look at Dispatch, for example. The developers from previously of Telltale Games went and worked on that, for example. Like, you know, things happen and things keep changing. The gaming industry cycles change. The gaming industry now is so different from what it is. The video game narrative space is so much different. There's never going to be a Telltale Games again now at this point, at least in this
No,
cycle. Not in this cycle. Maybe
not
later
this
if
like
things
yeah.
change, but not in this one. We've gone. I think we went through the golden era of video game industry. Me and you, I think we've been through it. I think we're now in a period where you see glimmers of gold, i.e., for example, Clare Obscure, Dispatch, one or two things. But I think it's a stagnation now, where it's going to be until the cycle breaks, where they can bring production costs down, or they can make
Yeah.
manageable games. That's where you get people hooked back in.
I
But I
think
think the golden era has gone at this point, at least
the
from
golden
for
era is
now.
gone, but when you say glimmers, I do think I see a little hope. I stand 10 toes down. We won't see physical media. Like physical, like VHSs and like CDs.
Mm,
Ownership will come back though.
I hope so.
100%. Like, I think that the subscription models of things, I think that's gonna I don't know if it's gonna be like we're gonna go back to CDs and DVDs. I don't know if that might be the option, but ownership definitely will be the option going
I think it'll
forward.
be 60-40. I think it'll be 60-40 in the sense that, do you remember like when streaming subscription service happened? It's like you could get whiskey bottle subscription service and you could get wine subscription. I think that's toned down now. I think people keep the necessary subscriptions, your Netflix, your Apple
Yeah.
Music, your Spotify, but then they buy things as well. So it's like the vinyl trend has happened. Some people buy
Yeah.
4K things. I think you'll have I think it's an imbalance at this point. I think it's no longer the 80-20 people thought it was going to be. It's like, well, make everything a subscription. Let's make your printer a subscription from HP. People are like, nah, bruh, I want to own my printer. It's like, you know, I mean, it's going
I
to kind
think
of
that's
go into cycles.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, it's gonna cycle back into, like, ownership and all that.
Yeah.
Um, but that's what I mean about going back to the layoffs. Layoffs are going to happen, but jobs are going to continue to if they ever. Thank you to our U.S. government for creating jobs. Grace to you people. But jobs will come back. But the unfortunate side is like we talked before. People like Amazon and Walmart can weather this storm, but people like Jessica Valdez might not be able to weather the storm, and we lose
Yeah.
talents nearly forever. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. I think that's probably the best place to put it. Yeah. So layoffs will continue. We'll keep you up to date with things. more blows for Deck 9, which is pretty crazy. So, as you will. So, should we go into better news, Adam? We always fix this up with a better piece of news, usually. So, this is a bigger piece of news, which is for us, and we love to see this. So,
Which I can't believe this is 37th. The 37th. God dang.
37th. So, the 37th out. GLAAD award nominations have happened. As you can see, here's on GLAAD's thing saying outstanding stories about transgender people among the 37 hashtag GLAAD award nominees. Put press release out here with all the details, but we are coming down to here, which is our main piece. Have I messed this up? I think I pulled up the wrong one, haven't I? I messed this up, haven't I? Pulled the wrong link.
Which,
this is the
if you don't know, I believe GLAAD stands for Gay and Lesbian Association Against Defamation, if I'm correct.
Ooh, that's interesting. Let's have a look at that. I'm going to quickly click on this and see if it pulls it up. I didn't pull it up. Great. Like, let's have a look. Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. Is that what you said?
I think I said not alliance, but like affirmation. I forget, but I know it was against defamation. I can't remember what the first day was for, but yeah, Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation.
There you go. So you got that almost spot on. But as you can see here, the nominees, I pulled it up for you. All different varieties, and obviously we are coming down to, which I'm going to quickly skip down to. There it is. Outstanding video games, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage from Nod Montreal is in there. We love to see it. So very, very cool. Lost Records, another nomination going into 2026. I think this is their fourth major nomination roundabout. So I think excited to see them get honored in this list. Still baffled they're not in the BAFTA list, but
I know. Interesting. Assassin's Creed Shadows is in this.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I did not play Assassin's Creed Shadows, so I don't know. Like, I guess there are themes of the LGBTQ plus community in that. I haven't played it, so yeah, cool. I know Hades 2 has a lot to do with it. But yeah, these other games, I'm glad that these they're getting a recognition, especially Lost Records. Yeah.
So it includes LGBTQ plus content featuring optional same-sex romance for the dual protagonists.
Okay, so a lot like
and Naomi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the game inclusion of these diverse romance options, including same-sex and non-binary relationships, has generated both positive representation. Okay.
Good for Shadows.
So you can do that.
Good for Ubisoft putting in the bare minimum. Good for them.
Yeah, the bare minimum for Ubisoft, isn't it? Yeah, some interesting games down that list. I hope Lost Records wins. It would be a very worthy winner, considering what it covers and, everything else.
Yeah.
But some interesting picks in there.
Yeah, I have not heard of most of these games, but yeah, if you're interested, take a screenshot of this if you're watching on video and check out some of these games. I'm going to assume that most of them are on PC only because it's the easiest way. If you don't know, like, you really have to go through some back walls to get onto consoles. And if you have like these kinds of themes that Xbox doesn't really agree with because they want to sell in all the markets, that might be PC only. So keep that in mind as you move forward with searching these games.
As you said, difficult getting on certain platforms, just like a rating system board,
Exactly.
That. But no, Adnan, the commercials should not prove that the game exists. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, should they just should Jonathan Zimmerman just walk out with a shirt on saying it? Like, you might as well like put that as the kind of confirmation of something for credence.
So my point on that, I just searched up one of these games, Old Skies. PC only, Steam, GOG. So like it's just easier to get your games onto PC than it is to consoles. So oh, are you on Switch? Oh, you're on Switch. Never mind. Old Skies is on Switch. Look at that. $20.
There you go. Adam, before we move on from this as well, does Lost Records win? Get your Magic 8 Ball out.
No, it doesn't. Hades 2. Unfortunately, Hades 2 is going to win this. It's nice to be nominated, absolutely, for outstanding video game. Oh man, I don't know. Hades 2 is just such a juggernaut. It's a super giant, if you will. it's such a juggernaut of a game that like a lot of the community loves Hades 2, that it might win it.
They,
But
they,
Lost Ark has a chance.
they're messing up, man. Why are they not sending like Sam Bradley's treats in like a jury box? Like, just send those like sweet treats in to the
Yeah.
jury, and they're going to be winning everything. That's what I'd be doing for bribery. It's like, screw paying them anything else. Just give them like sweet treats, and it's like, there you go. Like,
Yeah.
there's my vote.
But yeah, no, I think Lost Ark has a chance. It's not out of the question, but I think Hades 2 like might have it here.
Unfortunately, I wish Don't Know Montreal team the best. I hope Michelle goes and they win big, which is always big for me. But yeah, great to see the recognition nonetheless. Adam, next piece of news. I saw that you liked one of my posts on Blue Sky. I knew that you wanted to talk about this, so I definitely made sure it's included in here.
Just want to point out the GLAAD Awards this year is on March 27th. Oh wait, sorry, no, 26th. So 2026. I was saying like when is the awards, but I don't think it has. I don't think it says when it is.
I didn't find it there. I saw a registration page, which meant that you could like obviously attend it, but I couldn't find a date. I wasn't able to log into it either.
Last year it was on March 27th. So, I got it right here on the page. It's March 5th this year, March 5th. So if you wanna keep your eye on it, it's on March 5th. But yes,
fingers crossed for Lost Records.
Yes, I liked something on Blue Sky apparently.
Yes, you did. I saw it. I was like, oh, I knew you wanted to cover this. Yeah. So as you can see here, we're going to bring it in. It's a couple of pieces.
Of course, I'm going to like this.
There you go. So, Don't Know Entertainment's Aphelion appeared at the New Game Plus Showcase New Game Plus Showcase 2026. There were some new screenshots that were shown in there. The PS5 physical copy is being produced by Maximum Entertainment, which has now been revealed. As you can see in the tweet above, here it is. Don't Know Aphelions coming to PlayStation 5. Now Adam can get this as well. Because he's on PlayStation 5. It is available via Maximum Entertainment. Maximum Entertainment did the Lost Records one, which is very cool. The pre-orders have now opened for it as well. I do need to check the price of that. Let me see what the price is for the UK one.
Price for me is $39.99.
Dollars.
Yeah, US dollars.
£35 for UK. That's pretty good. That.
Yeah, nice.
I wonder if they're going to include any little things in it. The Lost Records one was really nice with the graphics and stuff they included.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta imagine because like they're pretty good at that. Now, I don't know if Jusant came out on physical. Yeah.
They had a very physical run.
Physical, Lost Records, but I believe Maximum didn't do either one of those. I could be wrong.
Maximum did Lost Records. I think they did.
Maximum did Lost Records
as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Jusant got the collector's edition, didn't it? They did.
It did.
Which is crazy.
So yeah, if you want to pre-order it on Amazon, it is going to be $40, which is not terrible.
No, I think that's a pretty good, decent price for a game like that. And then Adam, in this as well, as you can see here for the people,
I completely
more details came from there.
I said no to this video, didn't watch it. I was like, not interested in this.
So Amine Bouhafa
Amine.
Amine. Is it Amine?
Yeah, Bouhafa. Amine.
Amine. That sums up my day, doesn't it? Like, what is it? What is it? Amine.
Amine
Bouhafa. Amine Bouhafa. A film composer is will score the soundtrack for Don't Know Aphelion. So it was confirmed at the showcase. Some little details there as well. He was reached out to by Don't Know Talal Salami, who worked on Tell Me Why and Don't Know, and also Aphelion. He loved the score. Okay, so continuing, my headphone died on my AirPod, and Adam had to take a break. So we're continuing here. So Amine Bouhafa, there's some details about him. So obviously we said that Don't Know Talal Salami had reached out to him, who loved the score of the Summit of the Gods, which he worked on. Created music for Aphelion using the crystal Bache.
Bache, yes. The crystal Bache, yes.
This thing, which as you can see.
Yes, it is a lot to do with if you've ever seen people like play on like crystal wine glasses and they wet their fingers and it creates sounds. That is what this is designed to be. I can't play. I can't explain the science because I'm stupid. But yeah, it is that, but they made each crystal into a certain note so that you can play like at a certain rate. So yeah, you can see right there, each crystal has its own unique note, and that metal will reflect the sound off of it. So yeah, very very interesting contraption.
Yeah. Also, you seen that comment? I just seen that
Yeah, this thing's
comment.
wild. Yeah, dude. It's a lot like horror boxes, if you
Yeah.
want to know what those are. But yeah, it's just a wild way to get a new sound from something. And like you said in the video, it's like to give it that frosty cold feel. Yeah.
Yeah. Frosty Coldfield, not Stefan Frost cold, but like Coldfield.
Frosty cold.
Also, as well, I've just seen this comment out as well. Adnan, bro,
Uh,
you need to put McCloy's Return going back on YouTube.
when
I
are
hope
you
enjoyed
coming
that.
back? So yeah.
So as you can see, yeah, that was part of it. They also use a grand organ for the music. I can't remember the location it was in the video, but they showed a video where they're playing on a grand organ in like a pretty crazy place. It was like Tessa Rose Jackson, like music levels of like
Yes.
we're doing things. And then also this is his first gaming project that he's worked on as well as a composer. I think that's everything. That is everything. That's barring our next part.
Yes.
Adam, Aphelion, you love Aphelion. You want it to be put in your little hand.
In my hand
And
on my birthday, but it wasn't there. Thanks, Amine.
no,
It took too long.
yeah,
No, it's cool, dude. Like I did of course watch the video of it. A couple thoughts went into my head here. First off, how dare you? How dare you, Amine? How dare you not say like, well, I think Adam should do it instead. But no, in realistic, if you don't know Amine has been working on movies since 2009. So he's been on his grind. This is his very first game one. And probably working with WYs and like all these different programs because he talks about how different stems have to go in different places, how this work with the game. Rather than a movie is just like a set in stone. Like you have the film in front of you and you're just composing it. But right here, you see that large TV. You see that large TV and he can see the scenes from there, which is what I want for this next studio that I'm going to go into. I want a large TV that I can actually like see a better image on. But yeah, so this is his first time working on it. Now, a lot of times, and this is my biggest gripe with a lot of like game composer YouTubers, like how to get a job in game composing, how to get a job in film composing. What he said was just like summarizes how do you get a job in game composing or a job in film composing. Oh, Talal reached out to him because he saw some of the gods and said, "Oh, that guy's good. Can I reach out to him?" That's what happens. Like a lot of times, it's just like you know a guy who knows a guy, or you put out something and someone else really likes it. Take for example, do you remember how Milk and Bone got involved in Lost Records? Do you remember that?
is it because they did from Life is Strange too? Because they put Natalie in there. Are you thinking
Uh,
about Nora Kelly band? You're thinking about Nora
Nor
Kelly.
Kelly. Sorry,
Yeah,
you're right. Nor Kelly. Do you remember how Nor Kelly got in?
yeah, because they reached out and she thought it was she thought it was a scam,
Yeah.
so she didn't respond.
He reached out to them via Bandcamp and said, like,
Yeah,
I really like your sound. Can you come in and do something? That's all it takes, man. It's just like constantly putting yourself out there, and someone is just going to. It's just luck. It's just luck, you know.
Lauren Testard. It feels like a
Yes.
trend now where it's like almost anyone who can like they kind of like just it's like just kind of thing where it's like someone catches your eye like
Yeah,
oh.
I always say like no matter what artistic thing you are, like if you want to be an artist or a musician or anything of the sort, it is 10% talent and then 40% being in the right place in the right time, 50% luck, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. It's just like if you're super talented, it's a small section. It's most of the time it's just showing up. Are you the guy that shows up? Are you the person that shows up? And again, when Amine is talking about this, or he's saying like, I only worked on films and they liked my music and I wasn't really actively looking at games. So I was just reached out to. So that's really what it takes. It's just right place, right time, right people, good talent. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the video. He's just like talking about how he needs to have the feel of cold loneliness and the story of love and the romance behind it and how he can compose from there. So yeah, very interesting. I can't wait to hear it, of course, and I can't wait to hear the crystals really going on their action in the game. So yeah, really excited about this. Really excited.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The showcase was a bit weird. I watched parts of it. I think the format probably needs a bit more refining for how they were doing it, but
Yeah.
it was the first time kind of thing. Um, Watching it though, the Aphelion looks pretty cool. It's like the details look amazing. The sound is obviously amazing as well. And he sounds like a really interesting profile. Florent has let you down. He might be one of the top 50 French people in the gaming industry in this year, but he didn't release it on your birthday. He did
I
not put
know.
it in your grubby little
Florent
hands.
is the French equivalent of a disappointment. He is the embodiment of a disappointment. I didn't get my game. I'm still mad that I didn't also get Directive 8020 in my hands in January. So yeah, I'm mad at Alejandro. Personally speaking, I have a vendetta against Alejandro for not releasing Directive 8020 on my birthday. Yeah, no, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited. It's definitely my type of game. Sci-fi thriller, but it has a composer that does mostly films, so really keen on that. And also, one note on Amine's resume is that he Amine's resume, he did episodes of Adventures of Paddington.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should take a look at have you looked at his profile on IMDb?
No, I haven't.
You should. It's wild, dude. Amine Bouhafa. It's actually kind of wild his resume. Yes. So I'm going to show you where I say like this is his first game soundtrack, and that needs to be emphasized. It's his first game, because if you see right here, upcoming 3, and he has previous as a composer 100. So if you just like keep scrolling, this dude has been on his grind, and there you go.
Where's the
47
film
episodes.
that he released? Where's the film that he released? That's all like.
The Summit of the Gods.
Might try to have to hit Control F. I feel like it's 2021 or something for some reason.
Okay. Well, like we're gonna go on an adventure right now.
We truly are. Jesus.
But look at this, dude. It's
Well,
insane.
I feel like it's 2021.
Yeah, like I mean, there we go. Summit of the Gods right there. So you see right there, 2021. But yeah, it only got 7.5. Screw you guys. I'm going home. But yeah, this dude has been on the Godfather TV series. Has been on his grind since 2009. So when he says my first gaming composing, don't be saying like, oh, so he's brand new. No, no. This dude has been on his grind.
Yes.
Do not disrespect this man. But that's just the thing, like this, he knows what he's doing. And when you think about like, well, how did he get like access to this crystal dynamic instrument, or like all this instruments? You get paid and you get better equipment. You just go back into the business. So he's been doing this since 2009. He has the equipment, he has the know-how, he has the professionalism. So I'm very excited to hear what he has for this, especially from Adventures of Paddington. That experience implemented into Aphelion.
There you go. Bloody hell. We've got Adventures of Paddington Bear. But yeah, very cool though. I'm very excited to see what they do with this, so we'll keep an eye on that. We will go into our last piece of news now, Adam, as well. Very brief one. Just put it in for the sake of it. Quite cool. So I'm going to pull up here. We posted this just for the sake of it. Hopefully pull up on a bigger screen for you guys. We posted an Instagram where it was like Sophia Lillis or Emma Myers to play like Max Caulfield, like a dream thing like who would you pick? And I just put a poll on for the sake of it. It actually kind of flew a little bit, and I was like, oh, that's
Yeah,
surprising.
2,000 responses. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, so over 2,200 people voted on it, which was kind of crazy. I was like, oh, I didn't realize it did that, and it did go pretty big as well in terms of the views. And over 2,200 people did it, so we've got a bit of voting data here. And Emma Myers came out on top with 63%, and then Sophia Lillis finished second with 37%, which was interesting.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on the day that you kind of catch them on the screen, because like I think there Sophia Lillis looked quite a lot like Max Caulfield. In other photos, she kind of looks like Victoria and stuff like that. Obviously, Emma
Sure.
Myers is just bloody Max coded like in every
Yes,
way.
of course.
But I did think it was really interesting as like just data wise, like Emma
Yeah.
Myers is seen as like the clear favorite, as like a dream role kind of like opportunity to bring someone in. I think they would be stupid not to really try and throw the bank at her and get this. I know people like, want new actors and stuff like that, but you need profile on a TV show, and she has a massive profile, Emma Myers, now as well, from Wednesday and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I think it'd make more sense to have her in that role. Also, as well, when people like she's too old, she's 22 years old. She could easily play. She could be like a 16-year-old girl, where she looks like she's not that old. Like,
once again, I want to take you back to a High School Musical. How old do you think those people were playing high schoolers?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like I want to take you back to Disney Channel movies back in 2008. Do you want to know how old those people were? I'm sorry, man. Like saying, "Oh, she's too old." I'm like, dog. I'm telling you right now, that doesn't matter. Like, quite honestly. Do you want to talk about Stranger Things? Those actors, like, goodness gracious, dude. Yeah. So like, no, people are just ridiculous.
Like she really is just the spot on casting for Max, man. Like they would get so much publicity from it. It's crazy.
Like the character is 18 in the game. She's not too far off. Like on just like the age range. It would be like me going like Joey playing a 16-year-old. Like, I can't go in there and play Nathan Prescott. Like, hey Max, how you doing? What are you doing in that bathroom over there, Max Caulfield? So I can't be Nate. Nathan Prescott. I could definitely play who's the security guard in Before the Storm, where it's Skip something.
Skip
Matthews. Yeah, I could play Skip Matthews, absolutely, for sure. I could play David Madsen for sure, absolutely.
No, Chris Pratt. Is that photo of Chris Pratt where he's got the mustache? He's forever casted in that role. We can't unfortunately do that. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So like when I say that, like, when you're talking about depicting a character, she's not too far off from that age that it's like you can't be like too old. I would say like if she's 35, like my age, yeah, sure, why not? But, look at Maya Hawke in Stranger Things. She's 28, 27, and she's supposed to be playing like a high schooler or something.
Exactly.
Like, no,
see, like, my dream would be like Victoria Diamond being like in her 20s and playing Victoria Chase, because she's just literally coded for it and she's built for that. Even Gabriella, I think when I spoke to Gabriella, Chloe's motion capture actor, she did Victoria's motion capture actor. Like she also did that, and it's like, I'm like, when I was speaking to her, I was like, I could see the Mean Girls vibe thing that she was doing. I was like, I was like, you could easily play this character as well. Emma Myers, like, I think if they want to give it any legs, they would throw the bank at someone to be Max Caulfield. I know it's the thing of like bringing a new actor, go Life is Strange. It's too indie for a show like this, with all the jeopardy that's riding on it in terms of the production companies like, Story Kitchen and Amazon and stuff like that. They ain't going to put like I would be very surprised to put low profile people in this just to build publicity for it. You got the fandom anyway, like the fractured fandom of Life is Strange, but you kind of want to get mainstream eyes, and she's literally mainstream as it gets.
Who would be like, not even kidding, I would love to see Ethan Hawke playing David Madsen.
Yeah, I can see that work.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke being it, like, because he does do a lot of indie stuff.
I can't go for Chris Pratt, Adam. It has to be Chris Pratt after that mustache photo. It's just like
he doesn't have the cojones to play David Madsen. He could play. When I say that I'm terrible with names, okay, I need the audience to realize I am terrible with real life names and fictional names. I'm just terrible. Who is the groundskeeper in Life is Strange?
Willie.
No,
Groundskeeper Willie.
Groundskeeper Willie. Yeah, so Chris Pratt can play Groundskeeper Willie. Samuel. He can play Samuel.
Oh yes,
Chris Pratt can
Samuel.
play Samuel. Yeah. But yeah, no. So I think Emma Myers would definitely kill it in the role. Not saying Sophia Lillis can't, but like, yeah, come on, Emma Myers, let's go.
Yeah. Also, as well, I've never forgiven Chris Pratt for breaking up with Anna Faris. Anna Faris is like one of the funniest people on the planet. Like,
They have
oh
a
my,
kid
can't
together,
forget
man.
that.
They have a kid
And,
together. Like, that's crazy.
yeah,
I feel like me and you right now are on Emma Myers, like that one episode of iCarly when it's like, vote for David Archuleta, vote for David Archuleta. That's what we're doing
for real.
right now.
No, but it is though. She's just so like. I watched the interview. I was like, when I watched it, I was like, I can see it now because like everyone's like, oh yeah, I've seen. You know, like go and watch her interviews. I'm like the most introverted behavior I've ever seen from a human being. It's like so coded and so on. No, she'd be great for the profile boost and stuff. It just make for me. I would like literally throw the bank at the wall for just to get her in it to give it even a standing chance. To bring massive publicity with it, but as you will. But yeah, I thought bringing that little scientific data, quote unquote scientific data. Do you want as well? That photo of Sophia Lillis makes me more realistic to it. I saw a lot of other photos. I was kind of like, I don't see why people see it, but then I was like, actually, it's quite scary. That I was like, it does look like her a little bit. It's like,
I'm not saying
do you
again.
what?
I would be upset for Sophia, but you know,
No. And also as well, I wouldn't be upset for either. They're both great actors. I was like, I have no literally. We're not even like going through like any like poor comparison. I think they're both very very talented actors. So it is interesting to see how the data was split. But yeah, definitely Emma Myers is the clear favorite. So Dimitri M. Johnson, you better open up the checkbook and get Emma Myers in. It seems to be what the audience wants there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam, that's us done with the main topics and stuff. Obviously, we just got little bits here. So should we go into comment the podcast first?
Yes, let's do this. They're short ones.
So yeah, well, I was timing conscious because of the first part, which is obviously much longer in this part as well. So I thought we'd pick out some shorter ones as well. And I did try and rotate them as well. So this was from Connor. It's Connor, yeah. It's Connor P8408 from episode 128. It was just one part that we did. Life is Strange 1 was the best. BTS was glorified DLC. Life is Strange 2 was terrible. Life is Strange True Colors was fine. And Life is Strange DE was Matt. Yeah, I'll take this. So I'm sorry.
That's what I mean. I was on the board until we got to Life is Strange 2 was terrible. Like, of course, Life is Strange 1, the best one. BTS being glorified DLC, that's a hot take.
I would say so. I still think it's good. I still.
It's not.
The DLC's amazing in itself as well. Like Farewell's great content. As a DLC as it is.
Yeah, Before the Storm is definitely glorified DLC, depending who you ask. So, like, I'm not against it. Life is Strange 2 being terrible. Damn, man.
No.
Damn. Like, you're gonna give DE meh, but you're gonna Life is Strange 2 terrible. I would switch those. DE was terrible. Life is Strange 2 was meh. Like, I'll get on board with you. And again, Life is Strange True Colors was fine. Yeah.
So you need to swap that around, like the True Colors and Double Exposure 2. Like, I think True Colors was more meh than Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 2 was fine.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. So, like, hot take, but like, yeah.
I think this is someone from your church stitching us up. It's a former pastor, isn't it? That's doing that. It's like terrible. It's like what, were you a pastor in another lifetime, Connor? Like, pretty sure this is the link that's linking it all.
But yeah, BTS was a glorified DLC. It's an interesting take for sure. I would say
absolutely.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Interesting comment though, nonetheless. So the last one is from Katana Girl YouTube on episode 128. It says Adnan knows things, strange things, but he's not talking. If I could do sound effects, I would add it in there. Which I found very funny as a comment.
Yeah, it's again, people talk to us because they trust us, and we don't take that trust lightly. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so painful, Adam, though. When you get told things and like the amount of stuff, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like look, like a lot of stuff has come from leaks and stuff like that, and like it's from other platforms. But when someone puts your faith and trust in you and whatever else, you can't. I'm sorry, I just can't. I'm not betraying the trust of people that's told me something. It's just not going to happen. But you do hear wild things. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
And that's what I
Like,
mean.
oh,
Like,
that's interesting.
we're just setting this up in the way of just like we are just trying to set your expectations. We're not trying to tease you with like, oh, we know things. It's more of like, hey, I can't tell you why you should set your expectations this way, but we're just trying to like set you up in a way like, hey, man, don't think too highly of this right now. Like, and especially with Double Exposure 2, I'm just saying it's not going to be Ashley Birch. Like, we're just saying that right now. Like, it's not going to be.
Yeah.
Set your expectations.
It's also as well. Yeah, that, and also it's that we don't look like jackasses at the end of it because we're lying to make some other truth when we know what the actual truth is, and it's kind of like misinterpreting things. It's hard. It's a fine line. Like this is why I kind of get entrapped in like little things, and like I would love to share like all the stuff that I've learned from the series and whatnot. You could write novels, and it would kind of be like, okay, but like
Yes.
it's just not going to happen, which is unfortunate. I can like corroborate it afterwards when it comes out and stuff. Like the things I've gone and looked for after I've spoken to people, like to kind of find out what's what. Like I remember for getting told just off the top of my head, this is from multiple people. I got told who one of the directors of Double Exposure was, and then found them, and I was like, there was information that verified that, and I was like,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to go and find that, go and do it. It's in the domain.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like think it. People already know that there was more than one director on this project with John Stauder and stuff. Like, of course there was. But I went and found them. I was like, oh, and there's the detail that confirms it.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe I'll post
Absolutely.
it at some point. Maybe I'll make a video on it. It's just not, it's public information in the domain, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's hard. You can't really. There've been things I've been told, and it's just like you're like, oh, okay, and it's like this is just madness in the series, and like across all kinds of things. It's just yeah. But yeah, maybe further down the line, you never know. See what happens. But yeah, thank you for the comments, though. It's really appreciated for that. And if you have any comments, leave them on the last part. Obviously, we've gone back to side A and side B. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of comments on side A after the reunion talk as well. That'll happen there. Oh my god, we're recording straight after the reunion one. My god, my head is still like frazzled by certain things of that. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff that's going on there. But anyway, Adam, we're near the end. Spread the arts. What are you spreading?
I am spreading a couple things. So, a lot of people are like going online and saying like, man, this is my time to read. I am going to be 2026. I'm going to be a reader. And I want to give a couple suggestions for you to start your reading journey. I have 3 selections here that might be like up your alley as like a Life is Strange fan, like science fiction and all that. So I have 3 suggestions for you. Number 1, get the app called Storygraph. Storygraph is a great way to track your reading. I hate Goodreads. Goodreads sucks. It's a bad service. But Storygraph, I have the free version, but they have a premium version as well. I like it a lot. So, and if you want to do audiobooks, for sure, go to libro.fm. Great service as well. You can support a local bookstore through it. So that's my number 1, Storygraph and libro.fm. Books. Okay. Going to go through 3 really quickly here. Okay. So first is a very short one. These are all shorter, but it's a book of poetry, right? So the poetry is pretty short, as you can see, just like that. It is a book called Meet Me Halfway by Samantha King Holmes. And this is a book where she's going through a pretty messy breakup and the whole thing of meet me halfway. Like she's trying to tell her partner, please just meet me halfway. I read this in public in a coffee shop. I almost cried in public. Like this is a very powerful book. So my first suggestion is Meet Me Halfway, Samantha King Holmes. Take screenshots if you need to.
Do they meet halfway?
I don't want to spoil it. When I tell you that I cried, almost cried in public, I was not prepared because you can see there's not much description in the back. I went into this cold. It almost got me, dude. It almost got me. My second book for you is How Can I Help You by Laura Sims. This is like it's a decent murder mystery. It's pretty decent. It takes place in a library, and you get 2 perspectives of the new librarian and the librarian that is committing the crime. So you're actively reading the perspective of the killer. So you will get both perspectives. It again, it changes perspective of each one. It's a very short novel. It's like a 7 out of 10. Like you'll end up like reading this and be like, oh, that was fun. That was fun. It doesn't take too much of your time. How Can I Help You by Laura Sims. The final book I'm going to suggest, going in cold on this one, is the best option. So I'm not going to really say too much of it. It's an amazing sci-fi book written by a sports journalist, actually. Drew Magary writes The Hike. You see this crab right here? That's a spoiler that I can. Oh, that's a spoiler. I'm going to let you go into it very, very cold. This one is an amazing journey. I'm telling you right now, this book, pretty amazing. The fact that he's a sports journalist and wrote something sci-fi like this is astounding. So The Hike, Drew Magary. And the last two books, I'm just saying that, like, I'm currently going to be diving in real soon because I'm in my medieval kick. I'm going to be going into Crusader Criminals, the knights who went rogue in the Holy Lands. So it's a history book about knights who kind of went rogue in the real true stories.
Yes.
And the last one I'm reading is called Black Hunger. So it's
by Nicolas Cage.
By Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Pullen. It's a person writing his last rites and will as he's suffering from a Black Death. So very, very excited that. So if you're looking into 2026 becoming a reader, these books right here, highly suggest. They're very short.
Here's a question, because you haven't read them all. Have you read them all, you say?
I read these three. I'm going into these two books. Yes.
So, just based on what you know so far, which is the most Erica Mori book out of them?
I actually suggested Erica Mori The Hike. I went into her DMs. I said, read The Hike. So she has this. I actually suggested also Meet Me Halfway. I don't think she'll like this one. I think she'll think it's okay. And that's what I think about How Can I Help You?
The character in it.
What's that?
I was going to say, is there a Meisner character in it or something?
No.
Like, that's why she doesn't.
No, I just think like this is like a solid read. I think it's fine. But yeah, no, I did suggest The Hike to Erica Mori for sure. This one is a great one. This one made me cry. But yeah, those three. If you want to get into reading in 2026, check out those books.
I feel like you need to get that crab on your arm for a tattoo from The Hike. It feels very Adam coded. That.
I want you to go into this cold, but yes, I would get this crab tattooed for. I want you to see the back of this book. I need you to go into this book. Well, you already see the description there if you pause it and read it, but going to this book cold is the best way to go into The Hike by Drew Magary.
Yeah.
He is a writer for Deadspin, for GQ and Deadspin. So he is a sports journalist. But yeah.
Interesting.
2026 is your time to read. Let's go.
That is yours ones. My one, I actually managed to finish it amid a busy week and stuff. And I was keeping my trend of trying to watch something new and stuff. I actually got around to watching Oppenheimer.
Oh.
So I watched it for the first time.
What'd you think? Yeah.
I'm thinking sometimes, like, thank God that they had the Barbie promotion at the same time and they kind of went that trend, because I was like, I don't think it would have got as much
I agree.
Reception as it would have done. See, the thing is though, as well, like, J. Robert Oppenheimer isn't that interesting as a biopic kind of person, which kind of proves it in the film, because it's like, Jesus Christ, I'm still going about this. Like the Manhattan Project is the more interesting part, because, like, you know, Einstein and, like, you know, all the other people as well, Ken Bainbridge, like them people are all like the more interesting parts of it, all of them being in there. So, like, I think when you saw the sequences in the film when they start disputing the hydrogen bomb and atomic bomb and stuff, that's more interesting, because it's like collectively, it's like all the other people. It was long. I mean, like, long for a Christopher Nolan film. And it's like, there's long and where it's not a criticism. This was too long, where I'm kind of like, hang on a minute. Like, why is this just keep going on? It's like,
you get
it's not
Josh Peck.
well enough.
You get Josh Peck in it. That's such a weird appearance. So I was like, like, why are you here?
Isn't Rami Malek in it as well? I think I saw him. Yeah, towards the end, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Rami. I can't remember now.
It's very brief. It's very brief at the end. Yeah, it was like Cillian Murphy's, but obviously very, very talented. I've loved him since.
And you see Cillian Murphy's films in this.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, was that really necessary? Like, we need to see that when they both sat on the chat. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not that, shrewd. But I'm like, come on, like, was that really necessary for a
Yeah.
scene? Like, what does that add to the scene?
Yeah,
Like,
Christopher Nolan took some choices in this movie where, like, my friend who's a filmmaker, he talked about how, like, he talked about where she put the book in front of his face while they're doing it,
yeah,
and that's kind of a correlation between knowledge and pleasure in his mind that he kind of like correlates into like that, and like, sure,
it it's
yeah,
also it's also a famous line as well because he reads from the Bhagavad Gita, which is the Hindu
I
Bible
am deaf, yeah.
equivalent. Yeah, I'm deaf to destroy the world. It's a very famous. You can still see it on YouTube now. It's a very famous clip from Robert Oppenheimer. I think it's when is it when Vishnu confronts Shiva? I can't remember how it goes. It's something. It's very obviously the Soviets saw it as like a nuclear
Mm.
intimidation tactic, kind of thing afterwards. But like, yeah, like
Choices were
I'm still
made.
confused why. Yeah, there was some choices. Like, it was an interesting way of doing something, and I enjoyed parts of it. But it's like I didn't also get why they kept going from black and white to color at one point. It's like, hang on a minute, are you trying to do this for artistic effect, or like you're trying to make it like that's the grounded thing that's happening now, where it's like they're doing the
Mhm.
the inquiry thing, or why do you keep changing the color? It's like I'm like, hang on a minute, that's a bit strange as a choice.
This is
But
definitely
yeah,
Nolan's artistic era, for sure. Like,
I
he
think it's
always
his
goes
weakest
into art.
film.
What's that?
I think it's one of his weakest films out
Well, that's what
there.
I mean. It's his artsy fartsy era. Like,
Yeah,
Memento had some artsy fartsy to it for sure. But it made more sense to a general audience. It was
yeah,
much more grounded. I feel like Oppenheimer was just like, I'm going to, and I'm scared for the Odyssey. I'm scared for
yeah.
the Odyssey. Like, nervous for it.
He's doing what Spielberg's doing, same with Fablemans. It's like it's very artsy fartsy. It's like up your own nose. It's kind of like, come on, man! Like, just you're a great director as it is. Just like streamline this process. I enjoyed it for what it was. Like Cillian Murphy's performance is amazing, and as much as I don't really necessarily like him, Robert Downey Jr. also was a very good performance in there as well. I have a love hate relationship with him. He's very funny in Zodiac. That's a great performance in Zodiac. um, this
Yes.
he was very good in this performance. But again, I think like it's just there was just some things that, like, for example, like the Einstein relationship. He has a great relationship with Einstein, but they don't really focus on it, barring just the specific plot points. And
Yeah, that's what I
and kind
mean.
of like
Like, yeah,
this
it's
could have
just
been like the Manhattan Project should have been the focus of this. This is what the film should be. It should be a biopic on the Manhattan Project with Oppenheimer, the kind of like more central figure with other figures in there. That would have made it more interesting. When it's on J. Robert Oppenheimer, it's dry as a textbook. It's not like it's J. Edgar Hoover, for example, who is much more interesting in all the stuff that he was doing. And they did do a Hoover biopic. I think it was J. Edgar. Was it Clint Eastwood and Leonardo da Vinci
yes.
DiCaprio that did that, which um,
I I remember
but
saying this because I saw Barbenheimer in theaters.
uh,
And I tweeted, I think I said, like, I saw it, I had a much better time with Barbie. Like, I thought Barbie
yeah,
had a much more clear message, and a lot more like both had a message behind them. Barbie definitely won in terms of like delivering the audience like what it was trying to say.
yeah, yeah, and it's a dramatization as well of like it was interesting. I just didn't find it that. I was like, okay, I'd watch it. I'd recommend it to people. I don't think it's an
Have you
acclaimed
s-
masterpiece kind of thing.
have you seen Memento?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's classic. It's one of his
Okay,
best
I was
films
gonna say.
by far.
Well, it's first
Like
film,
that.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's insane for that as well. Like the Prestige was a great film as well that he did was amazing. Obviously the Batman films are great as well. I will
Mhm.
take no rhetoric against the Dark Knight
Oh
Rises.
yeah,
It's great that. It's a
yeah.
great
No,
film. That
absolutely.
entire opening sequence as well is amazing in the Dark Knight. Oh my god, it's so good with Bane on the thing.
But yeah,
It's like
I will say, like, Oppenheimer makes me nervous for is it called the
yeah.
Iliad or is it called the Odyssey? This movie.
Ooh,
Yeah, because like, again,
yeah.
there's a lot of
The
detail.
Odyssey.
The Odyssey, thank you. There's a lot of detail behind the Odyssey, which, by the way, if you're, an audio listener, if you go on Audible, which, I don't always recommend Audible, they have, um
Oh,
they have the Odyssey read by, um, where I'm terrible with names, who played Gandalf in Lord of the Rings? Sir
Ian
Ian McKellen.
McKellen.
Yes, Ian McKellen reads the
Sir
Odyssey.
Ian McKellen. Sorry, Sir. Yeah, you're right. We need to
Yeah,
show that man respect. Sir Ian McKellen.
yeah, Sir Ian McKellen reads, the Odyssey on Audible.
Mate, there's some interesting Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne
Yep.
Hathaway, Robert Pattinson,
It's
Lupita Nyong'o, Zendaya. Charlize
It's
Theron. I think
starstruck, dude.
Elliot Page is in this.
Elliot Page is in. Yeah, like I watched a trailer for this. I'm like, whoa, he went off the rails in terms of casting. He's like, get them, all of them, put them in here. I don't care who they are. It's like, honestly, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if I believe Christian Bale is in this movie. I think. I'm pretty sure I saw Christian Bale in the trailer, but it wouldn't surprise me if he brought back Christian Bale.
Ooh. He's not in it, no, but there's additional undisclosed supporting roles. Elliot Page, Bill Irwin, Samantha Morton, Jesse Garcia, Rafi Gavon. I'm trying to see if there's any people I know here. Yeah, some thingy.
And when does it release, The Odyssey?
July 17th, 2026. $250 million budget. Oh my god.
That's
it's
actually
his most expensive film.
Yeah. It's a low budget for what he wants to do. Like that's
he shot the entire film in IMAX.
Oh, there you go.
Holy hell, IMAX 70mm film. He shot the entire thing in that. It's $250 million.
That's a low budget for an IMAX film for what he's doing, for the amount of actors that are in this.
Oh yeah,
that's a low budget.
Oh mate, I remember watching because he started messing with IMAX cameras for The Dark Knight, and that's where he started introducing them. And the way they shot that, oh my god, because he keeps changing the ratio. If you notice it, it's one of the most infuriating parts with Dark Knight.
I shouldn't say low. Low is not what I want to say. Low in terms of like that's lower than what it should be. It should be like for what he's doing, it sounds like it should be like a 500 million, like 400 to 500 million. He's only doing for 250 million. It's not a low budget, but it's like lower than what I think a lot of people are gonna do here, dude. It's wild. Considering that Forsaken or Forspoken cost $100 million. So
I know, which is crazy. But it's just it's a weird it was a weird film. It was good, but it was also like it's just some I wasn't overly blown away from it. Like I think his run has kind of like is taking knocks. Like Interstellar is probably his last best piece of work in my opinion, which was in 2014. Dunkirk was okay. Tenet was Oppenheimer was okay.
I was seeing who's composing it. Is it my boy? Is it my boy? I'm trying to see who's composing this. Yep, Ludwig
Göransson.
Yeah, that's his new guy now. Like ever since Tenet, like it used to be Hans Zimmer. But then I guess Hans got too big for his britches, and then he's like, Ludwig, get in here. Like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do everything. So yeah.
I think like that's his like filmography with the ones that he's directed as well.
Oh,
I think that was his last best film.
Oh wait, no.
Well, he wrote the script.
He produced it. Yeah. So
he produced it and he wrote the story for it.
Yeah. So
that's my last best film, I think, from
Following
Nolan.
Was his first movie. Okay, then I stand corrected. I thought it was Memento. What's Following?
What's the A that's there? Also cinematography and editor.
Probably.
It's a British independent film that he did.
Okay, so Memento is probably his big production film.
Yeah, that's what's classed as his first major lead one. Like I think though it's a pretty good work, but that is my last favorite Nolan film that he did. I think that was like a really masterpiece.
Dunkirk was fine.
Yeah, it was just okay, wasn't it? And same with Tenet was like okay. I was like, all right, it's nothing like mind blowing. And same with Oppenheimer, I'm like, it's okay. Like that was just unbelievable, like as a cinematic masterpiece. Interstellar, Dark Knight Rises was great. I hate people who hate that. Inception was wonderful. Dark Knight was great. Prestige was amazing. You know, Batman Begins was great. Memento was great. My favorite thing wherever I think about the Dark Knight Rises, it always reminds me of that conversation with Greg and Colin Moriarty while the Dark Knight Rises is like the best entertainment clip you'll ever watch. I love when Greg gets really annoyed and he's like he doesn't even have a plan, and then Colin does his Bane voice. He's like, doesn't matter what our plan is. He gets even more annoyed. Keep it simple, see, man. Like that's the charm that kind of funny lost, by the way. That I was thinking about that recently. When things scale up and lose their charm, that entire independent sense of what that show was, gone.
Yeah,
lost a massive charm with it.
Although, Greg Witta was just back on the show. Gary Witta.
Gary, nice.
They were doing Xbox 2026 predictions. So it's Greg Miller and Gary Witta just talking about it, and Gary Witta being Gary Witta, just going off the rails. So that was fun.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, we're at the end though. So yeah, there's our spread the arts. Let us know what you think in the comments about any of the topics that we discussed. Please do, and we will include it in the next episode as we reach 130, which is crazy. But yeah, thank you for joining us. We'll give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers, so Kevin Lackner, Sunday, Clare, McLoughlin, Jake, Carly, Goldberry, Kevin Kestis, Clarx, MrAnselmi, Spunger, The Lost Fan, Paul Groschke, Xavier, Ashlyn, and Katelyn. So thank you so much for your support on Patreon. We'll be trying to adjust the Patreon tiers. Just bear with us. Obviously, reunion threw us through quite a lot of loops as well, and just kind of getting back on schedule of things. Obviously, we've got a fun year ahead of us with a lot of things, so bear with us. Hopefully, the first Patreon incentive is live before this. If not, it'll be on the day after. I'm going to make sure that's happening. But these will be spread out, so hopefully, I'm going to hope to get this. As I said, we're recording the 10th of January. I'm hoping to get the first part out maybe on the weekend, if not on the Saturday, and I'll bleed this into the week as it comes. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you are new here, please do consider dropping subscribe on the channel, turn on notifications, like this video, and share with your friends. And also, as well, StrangeCast is available on all podcast services. Check us out on Spotify with a video version, Apple Podcast. Go and check us out there. Go and rate us and go and else so you can get instant access to the episodes as soon as they become available. Lost Records Journal is work in progress with certain things, so bear with us with that. I'm trying to work out what we're actually doing with that, with other things, but we will keep doing episodes for it. It's just StrangeCast is more focused on this point. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. There's more content coming very soon. Take care, guys. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.